What is up YouTube? Welcome to this X-Men Dark Phoenix video. So if you're new to this channel, please drop a like and a subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. So this will have spoilers for X-Men Dark Phoenix, or going by the images that have been leaked so far of the title and the posters, well, it's just going to be Dark Phoenix. So if you are a fan of X-Men, you will know that there has been an immensely I would say up and down of the X-Men movies here, especially with when we got the first X-Men. I was like, this is amazing, and then we got X-Men 2, which was really awesome. X-Men 3 was terrible. It was just terrible. Wolverine Origins, that was something else. That was bad. And then we got the Wolverine, which was really good. And then of course we did get X-Men First Class, and then we've got Days of Future Past and X-Men Apocalypse, which was just terrible. And then, well, here we are with Dark Phoenix. So Dark Phoenix has been cited as to be one of the biggest transformations in X-Men yet. We are having the kind of original OG class of the X-Men at the mansion so far. When they were introduced in X-Men Apocalypse, they were really kind of not that good. I think Sophie Turner was terrible as Jean Grey. The kid who played Scott Summers was just awful. I'm sorry, he was crap in Ready Player One. And I'm not holding much hope for Dark Phoenix. So, of course, the Dark Phoenix, or the Phoenix saga, is one of the biggest parts of X-Men, one of the most well-known. It's been trod previously over in X-Men 3, where Charles Xavier dies pretty much very early on in the movie, and we see some really terrible things here with the Phoenix Force. Now, the Phoenix Force was introduced very briefly or at least some of the Phoenix Force was introduced very briefly in X-Men Apocalypse when it's used to save the day. But we're fully going to see this here, and we've had leaks of just what the storyline will be and what will happen in this movie, and it doesn't sound very good whatsoever. And a lot of the things that we're expecting aren't going to happen. So the movie does start off with, apparently, Jean Grey will be in the car with her parents, and then her parents die. But she finds out later that her father did survive, and Charles lied to her to keep her at the X Mansion. Now, it's apparently going to be retreading the steps of X3, where we see Charles Xavier going to try and get Jean Grey and get her to the X Mansion and work at the school and things like that. But it's going to be a complete retread. It seems like they are retreading that whole storyline completely, almost blindly as well. Just, sorry to use a pun there with that, Cyclops. But that kind of look where he looks at her as well and she controls his eyes, well, that is also in the movie as well. But that was big in the comics as well, so I can forgive that. But the X-Men are not going into space per se. Now, we do start off with the X-Men going into space to try and actually save these astronauts. And what happens is that, well, she does get attacked by some cosmic rays. And the cosmic rays are also actually attacking these astronauts as well. So this is where she actually gets the Phoenix Force, or it kind of... I have a feeling that in this X-Men story, she already has the Phoenix Force inside her, but these cosmic rays kind of bring it out. However, in the original, in the comics, we did have her saved by the Phoenix Force, and this did save her completely, but it led to her actually having this Phoenix Force inside her. Now, of course, what is interesting here is the fact that, well, the Phoenix Force was involved with the Shi'ar Empire and the Skrulls as well. So this spaceship then lands on an alien planet in the movie, and then what happens is it ends up with the Shi'ar Empire, played by Jessica Chastain, the queen of them, and, well, they declare war on the Phoenix Force. This then leads them to Earth, and them fighting with everyone on Earth, and them actually invading Earth as well. Now, they are not Skrulls, but they are shapeshifters. The Skrulls' name is not mentioned once in this movie at all. So that's really weird that that's happening. And then we do have Mystique is killed as well by Jean Grey, and Beast goes ham and then joins Magneto. Meanwhile, Magneto has actually founded his own kind of mutant utopia, which is known in the comics as Genosha, and Genosha is here in the movie. So that's quite big there that is happening, and we do of course see two groups try and fight or try and bring Jean Grey to her senses as she kind of goes or loses control of her powers, very much like the comics and X-Men 3 as well. So this then leads the Empire, whatever the aliens, they don't really have a name. They invade Earth, and they have actually been trying to get everyone to turn on the mutants using Jean Grey's Phoenix Force as a sort of MacGuffin there. But Jean Grey destroys the whole fleet by using the Phoenix Force and giving up all of her powers. So yeah, it looks worrying there that this movie isn't going to have a single resemblance to the comics. But interestingly, we do get the Dazzler, so the Dazzler is there in a club as well. And in the original story, we did have Jean Grey go and find Kitty Pryde and the Dazzler as well. So that's pretty cool. So not sure if they'll introduce Kitty Pryde and in this movie, but Dazzler is in this movie after being hinted at in the previous movie quite heavily in the deleted scenes. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be passable? I'm not holding out any hope for this movie one bit, mainly because the apocalypse was terrible and they ruined that story, and I have a feeling that they're going to ruin this as well. Now, reportedly, there's going to be a big thing at the end of the movie that will possibly pop up later and change everything in the movie. Now, part of me is thinking astronauts, cosmic rays, are they going to properly introduce the Fantastic Four here? But probably not. I really do doubt that. It's probably not going to happen, but I think that'd be pretty cool. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this movie? Are you worried? Now, let's remember also that there are a lot of reshoots going on for this movie as well. A hell of a lot have happened. So this test screening that has been seen, it could be completely different to what we're going to be getting in the cinema screens. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.